All those in favour?
Aye.
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 Against?
Aye.
Carried. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Move on to item 12. And Sella, I just wanted to give the opportunity for yourself now as the CEO of Hāpai Te Hauhora. Just wanted to acknowledge you and your staff in regards to work that you have done and completed around this particular item that will be next after your public input. So, Sella, just invite you to say a few words. Kia ora.
Kia ora, Councillor. I think Salah is just making her way into the meeting now. So I don't know whether you want to pause for a second or we can start our section.
No, look, if I don't want to sort of start, then stop, and then go to Salah. So do you know how long she'll be? Oh, sorry, Salah will be?
Any second was my understanding. She's just making her way in now.
Okay. I'm just sort of seeking your advice, you and Sandra's advice. I mean, I personally don't want to sort of start our officers' staff doing their part and then having to pause. So I'd rather sort of just have sort of wait for the CEO to come on board. Are you okay with that?
Could I suggest that we just start on the presentation? They've got a PowerPoint presentation to support their report, so maybe we start on the presentation because she may have something that she'd like to add to that presentation as well.
Okay then. Well, look, because we haven't got her online at the moment, not unless she's there now. So no. So Ben, if you and Tara could take us through their PowerPoint presentation, and then when the CEO gets here and online and ready to speak, we will stop after the presentation and then go back to Salah.
Kia ora, thank you, Mr. Chair. And Salah's just apologised. She's just having some problems with Skype, so she will be with us in a second. So I've got Tara Leota Siuli, Rebecca Rufu-Collins, and Kat Maki, who you all know, and Salah Hart will be with us in a second. So I'll hand over to Tara, who's got a short presentation.
Thank you, Ben. I will just be sharing my screen. You can all see this.
Not yet, Tara. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, it's up there now.
Okay, thank you, Alfie. Talofa lava, kia ora koutou katoa, everyone. As Ben has already mentioned, my name is Tara Leota Seuli, and I'm the Smoke-Free Policy Advisor here at Community and Social Policy. I will just be giving a very brief overview of the work that we've completed this year, and I will be starting off with a very brief explanation of our smoke-free policy program here at Council, as well as our partnership with Hāpai Te Hauhora, and some of the key highlights that we've managed to finish off this year. So the snapshot or the image that you're seeing currently is a screenshot from one of our action plans, the Awahi Kore Hapuri Whānui strategy. And our smoke-free policy program here at Council consists of two plans. That is the implementation plan and the Awahi Kore Hapuri Whānui strategy. The implementation plan is the main policy that we align our work with, and it covers a wide range of smoke-free actions to help us reduce smoking behaviours, promoting smoke-free awareness, as well as helping us monitor and assess all those actions, not only on our council facilities, but on our public areas as well. Now, the Awahi Kore Hapuri Whānui sits right under the implementation plan, and it is more community focused. So this action plan in particular helps us identify the target groups and target locations that we should be focusing on. The target groups that we've been focusing our work on are Wahine Māori and Pacific men, ages 22 to 45 years. as well as an additional cohort that we feel is very important to focus on as well, which are our Māori and Pacific youth. We've focused our work in the target locations that I mentioned above, Mangere, Otahuhu, Manurewa, Otara Papatoetoe, Papakura, Henderson Massey, Glen Innes, and Point England. So our partnership with Hapai Te Hauora has been very successful and effective in regards to expanding our work, our waihi kore work, and reaching as much communities as we could. If I were to be completely honest, I don't think we would have been able to reach and engage with as many communities as we could this year without this partnership. And Hapai has helped us also to sort of maintain and build relationships with other health agencies and stop smoking services within the health sector. That has given us sort of an extra element to our work. As well as providing us with updated data and research, just so that we can ensure that whatever approach we have with working communities, with the communities, that it's aligned with any guidelines from the Ministry of Health. So I would like to also commend Hapai for their tremendous efforts in helping us get as much work done as we could this year. So last but not least, these are the highlights and priorities that we've completed this year. And I'm going to say this is only 5 of the smoke-free activities we completed, but we managed to complete 7, 5 of which were required under the Owahi Kore, 2 that were required under the implementation plan. And I elaborate more on these case studies in my progress report, but as you can see, our goal and objective was to follow the Owahi Kore strategy, and that was to focus on the community. Supporting community empowerment and having a clear focus on denormalization. And what I mean by that is denormalizing any smoking behaviors or patterns of behavior around smoking that exists in our Māori and Pacific communities. And I've got to say that the amount of feedback that we've received from community has been largely positive and successful. They've also encouraged us to continue this community approach, having more regular events that are family friendly, fun and positive, and something to uplift them without any judgment. So we have also aligned and planned our next priority actions, and that we hope that along with Hapai and our partnership with Hapai, that we can continue this work in the next financial year. So this concludes my overview, and thank you.
Yeah,
Kia ora, thank you, Tara. Mr. Chair, Salah is now with us, if now is an appropriate time for her public input.
Yep, I got that message from Maya, but I wanted to ask first Ben if there was any